Hello everyone, this is Lata Ankula. In this video we are going to study about fruit. So what is the characteristic feature of angiosperms? It is the formation of the fruit is the characteristic feature of the angiosperms because they are producing flower. That flower, after fertilization, what happens? The ovary present inside the flower that develops into fruit and the ovules develops into seeds, right? Here some fruits which are called as parthenocarpic fruits, where without fertilization the fruit will be developed. Example, banana. Such fruits are called as parthenocarpic fruits. What is a parthenocarpic? If the fruit developed without fertilization, that is called as parthenocarpic fruit. We see the parts of the fruit. There are two parts are seen. One is a fruit wall and second one is a seed. The fruit wall is also called as pericarp, and inside the fruit what is present? Seed. These are the two parts mainly seen in any fruit. If you see the fruit wall, the wall of the ovary, how this fruit wall is formed? This is nothing but the modification of the wall of the ovary into the fruit wall. Here the wall of the ovary after fertilization which develops into the fruit wall. This fruit wall, it may be dry in some fruits and in some fruits it may be fleshy. So this pericarp or fruit wall, if it is thick, succulent or fleshy, that fruits are in that there are three different layers are present. So in which fruits there are three different layers? In the fleshy, succulent fruits, not in the dry fruits. Only in the fleshy and succulent fruits, there are three different layers are present. They are outer epicarp, middle mesocarp and inner endocarp. What are the three? Outer epicarp, middle mesocarp and inner endocarp. This endocarp is present around the seed. Endocarp will enclose the seeds, right? Next one, if you see the seeds are nothing but that the modifications of the ovules are the after fertilizations, ovules modified into the seeds. But in some parthenocarpic fruits, there are no seeds are formed because there is no fertilization. So in that the seeds are absent. Example, banana and grapes. And if we see the fruit actually develops from the ovary. That fruit is called as a true fruit. If the fruit is formed from any other than ovary, from any other floral part, the fruit is developed. That fruit is called as false fruit or pseudocarp. What it is called? False fruit or pseudocarp is seen in apple and pear. In that what we are eating is nothing but thalamus. That is not the ovary. Okay, what is the true fruit? The fruit which develops from the ovary is called as true fruit. If other than ovary, any other floral part is developed into the fruit, that fruit is called as false fruit or pseudocarp. And the fruits are classified into three groups. They are the simple fruit, aggregate fruit and composite fruit. In simple fruit, if I say this, the simple fruit is nothing but it is developed from the syncarpous ovary. We have studied the gynoecium. They consist of, if they consist of many carpels are present, the carpels are fused. That is called as syncarpous ovary, right? The carpels are fused. That is called as syncarpous ovary. If the fruit is developed from the syncarpous ovary, which from the single flower, the fruit developed from the single flower which have syncarpous ovary, that fruit is called as a simple fruit. That is called as simple fruit. And what is aggregate fruit? If the fruit develops from polycarpellary. Polycarpellary means that contains many carpels and those carpels are apocarpous. Apocarpous means what? The carpels are not fused. The carpels are not fused. Here in this aggregate fruit, each carpel will develop into individual fruitlet, and all these fruitlets together form the aggregate fruit. All these fruitlets, we know strawberry, raspberry, there are on the outer surface there are several fruitlets are fused together and form the aggregate fruit. And next one is the composite fruit. This composite fruit is formed from the whole inflorescence. We have studied, right? inflorescence, that is a cluster of flowers. Here, this composite fruit, it develops from the total inflorescence is formed a single flower, that is a single fruit, that is called as composite fruit. Example: jackfruit, mulberry, pineapple and ficus are the examples for this composite fruit. And this is simple fruit is again two types, that is a dry fruit and succulent. So depending upon the presence of outer fleshy layer, if they consist of fleshy succulent pericarp, that is called succulent fruits. If the pericarp is dry, that is called as a dry fruit. And dry fruits are two types, they are dehiscent fruit and indehiscent fruit. Dehiscent fruits, what happens, the seeds will the fruit will burst and seeds will be released outside, they are called as dehiscent fruits. Example: legume pods. And in indehiscent fruits, what happens, the pericarp will be dry, but they will not broke open and release their seeds. After the decomposition of that pericarp, the seeds will be released out. That is called as indehiscent dry fruits. Example: sunflower. Next, succulent fruits are several types. Like first one is a drupe. Drupe is example: mango and coconut fruits are called as a drupe. Tomato, guava is called as berry. Cucumber is called as peppo. Apple and pear was called as po. Depending upon their characters, they have given the particular names. We will discuss them in detail in the next video. So once again, I will explain the points. So here what happens after fertilization, ovary develops into the fruit. Without fertilization, the fruit develops, that is called as parthenocarpic fruit. Example is the banana. And if you see the parts of the fruit, there are two parts. There are fruit wall and seed are present. The fruit wall is also called as pericarp. And if you see the fruit wall, the wall of the ovary, is called as pericarp. Fruit wall is nothing but the outer layer of the fruit. And how it is formed? It is developed from the wall of the ovary. After fertilization will develop into the fruit wall. And if the fruit wall is dry, or it may be fleshy in some. In the fleshy and succulent, again the fruit wall is differentiated into three layers. They are epicarp, mesocarp and endocarp. Epicarp is the outer layer, mesocarp is the middle layer and endocarp is the inner layer surrounding the seed. The seed is formed from the after fertilization, ovule developed into the seed. But in parthenocarpic fruits, there is no seed. Example: banana and grapes. And what is a true fruit? If after fertilization, ovary develops into fruit, that is called as true fruit. Almost all fruits are the true fruits only, except some fruits. And if any other floral part develop into the fruit other than the ovary, that is called as false fruit or pseudocarp. Example: apple and pear. In that what we are eating is not the ovary, that is the thalamus. And next, again the fruits are classified into simple fruit, aggregate fruit and composite fruits. In the simple fruit, the single flower consisting of syncarpous ovary. From that syncarpous ovary, if the fruit were developed, that is called a simple fruit. And aggregate fruit, what happens in that? There are polycarpellary structure is seen. Many carpels are present in that fruit, in that flower, and those are apocarpous. That means the carpels are not fused. From each carpel, one fruitlet develop. All these fruitlets will form the aggregate fruit. Example: raspberry and strawberry. Imagine the shape of the raspberry and strawberry. They are formed by the individual fruitlets only. And inflorescence. Inflorescence means if the fruits are formed from the composite fruit means the composite fruit is formed from the inflorescence. If the total inflorescence will develop into the fruit, that is called as composite fruit. Example: jackfruit, which consists of so many fruitlets are present inside, right? Mulberry, pineapple, ficus. And again, this simple fruit is two types depending upon the pericarp. Some consist of dry, some are succulent, right? The dry fruits are again classified into dehiscent and indehiscent. Some fruits, dry fruits, after drying, they will burst open and release their seeds. disperse their seeds. Example, legume pod. But whereas in some fruits, they are dry only, but they cannot break their pericarp and release their disperse their seeds. Instead, after decomposition of that pericarp, the seeds will be dispersed. That is called as interhiscent dry fruits. Example, sunflower. Succulent. Succulents means the the succulent and fleshy part of the fruit, simple fruit is called as succulent. And again, there are several types are seen. Examples are the drupe, mango and coconut are called as a drupe, tomato and guava is called as berry, cucumber is called as pepper, apple and pear is called as pome. Like that, different types of names are given for the different types of the fruits depending on the characters exhibited by those fruits. And in the next video, we will discuss about these characters in detail. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel Lata Akula Biology Tutorial. Thanks for watching.